Orient Online Academy, and here in this session we are discussing the topic direct mapping. Basically, in our previous lecture we have learned the basic concept of cache memory. Now, why there is a need of mappings, you can understand it like that. To understand the concept of direct mapping, you can understand like, suppose it is our cache memory. Okay, I am representing it, and suppose it is a main memory, and suppose it is your process, or you can say that secondary memory. Okay, now it is your cache memory. Okay, it is your main memory, and it is your process. So basically we learned earlier that there are four levels of memory representation. Further, there is no need, but still I am representing it like here: registers, which is very faster in access, right? After that, cache memory is there, then main memory, and then process. It is level 1, it is level 2, it is level 3 memory, and it is level 4 memory. Now basically we are ignoring the registers because the mapping is completely in the terms of cache memory. As you all know that the cost of registers are very high. That is why if we will consider registers in terms of mapping, then the overall cost of the computer will be too high. That's why, and size of registers are also low. That's why for normalizing the cost of computers, we are concerning mainly on our cache memory. Okay, now further, in terms of cache memory, there are some few bits that cache memory you can understand like that. It is divided into lines. Cache memory, it are divided into lines. Basically they are not divided like lines, but to understanding it conceptually we are creating this scenario, right? And the main memory is basically divided into terms called as blocks. Okay, in process you can call it secondary memory or whatever. Basically here it is divided into, you can simply say that, pages or paging techniques used, but simply you can say that pages. Now what is direct mapping? You all know that to access main memory elements via cache memory, CPU will ask that whether cache memory have our required element or not. So cache memory should hold the elements which is asked, and elements might existed in the cache memory or in main memory or in process or in secondary memory, you can say that, right? So to assign each memory block of main memory, to assign each memory block of main memory to cache memory, to the lines of cache memory, to the lines in cache, it is called as direct mapping. What is direct mapping? Direct mapping is to assign each block of main memory to the lines of cache. It is called as direct mapping. And why we are doing this? To synchronize all the memory processes, to make it normalize, right? Now let it understand it like that. Now some few bits are there. Some one thing is here is byte addressable. Some terminologies are there. Byte addressable. What is a byte addressable? Byte addressable means whatever data unit we will be talk here will be in the terms of byte addressable. Okay, so now the next thing is word addressable. What is word addressable? Word addressable, basically it is the smallest unit of the data representation which we are using in computer architecture, but we can specifically use byte addressable here. Word addressable is used basically where we want to replace our data memory with another terminologies, but basically here we are using byte addressable things here. Okay, now to we have, what our main task is to map main memory blocks into cache memory lines, right? So it is called as direct mapping. Now suppose main memory is there na, suppose it is main memory, suppose it is consisted of 64 words. Okay, then if it is consisted of 64 words, then you should know that one word one word is basically, we are using it like that, one word is basically consisted of 4 bytes. Okay, then how many bits memory would require to represent it in blocks? So 64 words main memory is there, and each block should each it is by it is we are talking it in the terms of byte addressable, and one word is equals to 4 bytes, so divide by 4, it is equals to 16 blocks. So you can understand like 0 1 2 dash up to 15. So in 16 blocks, all these 64 words are there, like 1, if you are starting from 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, likewise that. So at last it would be 63, then here it would be 62, it would be 61, it would be 60, likewise that. So complete 64 words are there in the main memory. Okay, now it is lines. Now lines, suppose I am saying that total 16 words cache memory is there. If cache memory size is 16 words, then how many total lines will be required? As you all know that size of one word is given as 4 bytes, so total lines would be 16 divided by 4 equals to 4 lines. So 0 1 2 3, 4 lines are there in the cache memory. Okay, now basically they are stored, basically they are stored in a round robin manner. This 16 blocks, we have to map this 16 blocks to this cache lines. So total 16 blocks are there, and we have to map this 16 blocks to our cache memory. So we can map it like, basically it is mapped in a round robin manner, like 0 block, 1 block, second block, third block, then one fourth block, fifth block, sixth block, seventh block, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12, 13, 14, and 15. In such a manner, all these 15 blocks can be mapped to the cache lines. So it is called as direct mapping. But at a time we can only we can only map to one block. So suppose in the same line, if another block, if you want to represent another block, if you want to map another block, then the first already represented block would be go into the trash. Okay, and the latest block will be represented into it. Now how it would be represented? So basically you can understand it like that. How? Let it understand it like that. Your memory is 16, your memory is 16 blocks. Now your memory is consisted of 16 blocks. Okay, so 0 1 2 3 4 and up to 15, right? So in that manner, our main memory, which is consisted of 64 words, will be there, right? So in direct mapping, they will be represented like that, that each block we have to map it like that, right? Now the main task here is that how this mapping technique works. So basically it is our cache, and it is consisted of four lines according to our problem, and to each line some tag bits will be there. These are called as tag bits. Okay, this is called as tag bits. So What are take bits now? You have to understand it like that. Suppose my word is 101011. Okay, so before it, let it understand like that. In direct mapping technique, for mapping, we have to map it like block offset is there, one block offset is there, and another term is block number is there. So block offset is the least significant digits which represented the position of the word, and block number is shows that in which block the given block is represented, in which line the given block is represented, right? Further, block number is divided into tag bit and into line offset, or you can say that simply lines. So complete tag bit plus lines plus block offset, if we include complete this, then it will become memory size, main memory size, main memory size unit. Means you can also say that it is the total bits which is represented by our physical addressing. Okay, so basically our concern is on the main problem that is asked in the questions, that how questions can be asked from the direct mappings, right? So for that you have to understand it like that. Suppose main memory size is given. Main memory size is given to us 256 KB. Okay, and suppose cache size is given to us. Suppose it is 20. It is suppose 32 KB. And suppose block size is given to us. Suppose block size is given to us, and it is suppose 256 byte, and we are asked that what are tag bits in direct mapping. If we are using direct mapping technique and we are using byte addressable, and we are using byte addressable things, okay, then in byte addressable memory and in direct mapping technique, what would be the tag bits? So you all know that our the in direct map techniques, the bit fields is represented like that. First is block size, or you can say that block offset, then lines, and then it is tag field. And completely if we include all these three, then it will make our main memory size. Main memory size is 256 KB, and our memory representation is in byte addressable, so we can convert it like 256, it is nothing but 256 is nothing but 8, and k is nothing but 10, so 10 plus 8, 18 bits physical addressing is there, right? Physical addressing means main memory size is 18 bits. So you can directly say here it the size of tag field plus line offset plus block offset is 18 bits. And further cache size is given to us. What is cache size? 32 KB. So cache size is 32 KB means 15. 15 bits are of cache size. Cache size is given to us as a 15 bits, and block size is 256 bit. Block size is 256 byte. What does it mean? That 8 bits would be required to memory to represent block size. So we have to represent lines. So basically to calculate lines, we have another formula that the total number of lines is equals to cache size divided by block size. So what is cache size? Cache size is basically 15 bit. So 2 to the power 15 by block size. 8 bits, 2 to the power 8. So how much bits lines would be required? 2 to the power 15 divided by 2 to the power 8, that is 2 to the power 7, means line would consist 7 bytes. So these bits, 7 bits will be consisted by the lines, or you can say that total lines are 2 to the power 7, and 7 bits would be required to represent all lines in the cache memory, right? In the cache memory, 2 to the power 7 lines will be required, means suppose it is a cache memory, then total 2 to the power 7 lines will be required to represent all the blocks of the main memory. It is the meaning of that. Now we need to what is block size? Block size is 2 to the power 8. 2 to the power 8 means 8 bits would be required to block offset, isn't it? This 8. Now 7 plus 8, that is 15, and total physical addressing is 18 bits. So 18 minus 15, that is 3. So take field would be take field will be of the 3 byte 3 bits. Okay, 3 bits. So take field would be of the 3 bits. So our question is, what how much take bits will be required in the direct mapping technique? So 3 bits take field will be there, and 7 lines number is 2 to the power 7. So 7 bits is of the line number, and 8 bits will be of the block offset. So total 7 plus 3, 10 plus 8, 18 bits of the complete physical memory. What this take field denotes? It denotes that 2 to the power 3 blocks 2 to the power 3 blocks of the main memory would be represented into the single line, isn't it? So take field is 3. And if I ask further you that what is the take directory size, if I ask you what is the take directory size, take directory size, then how will you answer? Take directory size is nothing but take bits into take bits. Okay, so what is take bits? Take bits is 3. So 3 into cache size. 3 into what I am saying? Take directory size is 2 to the power 6. Okay, so take directory size is basically total number of lines. What is total number of lines? Total number of lines is 7. So 2 to the power 7, 3 into 2 to the power 7 equals to take directory size. Means take directory size is take bits into line numbers, and you have to represent into 2 to the power format, right? So take bit is here is 3 into line number 2 to the power 7. So it is total take directory size. So it is the complete concept of the direct mapping. I hope it is clear to you. If you need some more examples, then please comment your queries that sir we are having problem in that part. So I will try to explain it further once more and with taking one more example. But basically, to assign each memory block to a specific line in the cache, it is called as direct mapping. And in direct mapping, this bit field is used, which is consisted of block number and block offset. Block offset is basically the list numbers which are representing the position of the block in the cache line, and block number further consisted of the take bits and line numbers. And completely by adding take fields, lines and block offset, we can get the total main memory size, or you can say that physical addressing bits. Okay, so guys, I hope it is clear to you. Further, if you want to learn some more If you have any kind of queries, please comment us and try to please cooperate with us so that you can understand and we can also provide to you some more lectures, right? Thank you so much guys, have a nice day, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon button so that in our upcoming lectures also you will get some more details. Thank you so much, have a nice day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.